Hey, and welcome. And apparently I have a mixer open somewhere. There, that goes the echo. So, without further ado, we are going into the Grinn Woods today. We are back on track with our kind of Hillcrest event and storyline that we're doing. We are 2 days now away from our starting year 3, our anniversary, as a group playing D&D together and a server. A couple ways you can get involved is first, we have a tweet I'm getting the link to right now. It is loud outside. I do apologize. And hopefully I'll have this settled here in the next couple weeks that we'll have some better sound quality from outside. So, first things first, here is our tweet. At 10 retweets, everyone gets advantage. At 20 retweets, everyone gets an extra 20, 30, and so on. We go from there. So I can go ahead and give you this link right now. Another way to get involved in the game is donations. There's a chart down below. You can get the player's magic items, healing, trade NPCs, do all sorts of just fun things to get directly involved with the game. And last but not least, you can become a Patreon. We have a Patreon. The link is down below. And from there, you guys can go ahead and get rewards as viewers, as players, and go all the way through. So, let us go ahead and bring in the players. Hello, players.
Hello, Sev.
Hey, Sev.
Hello, Sev.
And again, to you guys, I also apologize for all the noise outside. The random dragons that they fly by, all that, you know. That's what happens when you're the DM's tower.
That is true. So our practices are roaring at them.
Nice. So, where are you guys all at? What are you doing, and what is today's session?
We are heading to the Grinn Woods near Hillcrest.
Alright, so why are you heading to the Grinn Woods near Hillcrest?
Apparently there's been problems from Silvervine, who's technically... I'm sorry, go ahead.
And yes, lady outside, you did really just pay $7 for something. So continue. I'm sorry. I could hear it through the sound of the headphones. I had to comment.
I understand. Apparently Silvervine's been causing problems with the Fae, and is, like, you know, killing them off. And there's stuff in the Grinn Woods we need to go find and basically try to eliminate any threats or anything like that along the way.
So, as you guys, are you all gathered in the guild hall?
Sora and Marcus are.
Okay. So Sora and Marcus are sitting in there, and who else have you invited? Who else is going to join us today?
Wolf was running in there screaming, I'm late.
He's got like these two, like this, looks like he has rabbit ears on, and he's got a pocket watch.
He's also wearing his water tunic with flippers and duck floaties. Because he just ran from the beach, so he's like dripping wet.
Okay. Allie sends to Braun for him to come clean.
Draven walks in from literally across the square.
Alright.
Sora waves to you both. Hello, Wolf. Why are you wet?
I went shark fishing again.
Oh. Did you catch anything?
No. But Ozzy was there too. It was fun.
Tell me you aren't using Osri as bait.
No.
Good.
Allie would like the insight.
but now that you mention it, next time.
So, 4 of you are there. Is a fair member going to join us?
Mascari walks in. Well, actually, she runs in, wings flapping, but she's not quite flying.
You're supposed to keep your wings inside the... Allie says. This size.
Draven seems to look from Mascari to a corner to Mascari to a corner and says, Not a relation, is she? Just
You're not
wait.
related to what?
Nothing. Kind of shuffles off.
So then, are you ready?
Marcus looks around. Are we ready? He looks at Wolf especially.
He pulls out his shield and sword, gives you a thumbs up, and one of his floaties speaks.
Draven proceeds to press to digitate all the water off Wolf.
Thank you.
He looks at Mascari and he goes, he looks at Mascari, then looks at the rest of the party. He's like, everybody's gonna behave themselves, right?
Sora bows her head.
The sliding kind of wall portion slides open. Heraldin looks down. And Marcus, are you... Okay, I'm going to skip that question. Looking at the party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you the easier one.
Okay.
Yeah, his eyes are locked on you, Wolf. You're on this whole thing that Crown complained about, right?
That doesn't narrow it down. Crom complains a lot.
He sighs. The latest one. The one with the thing and the animals.
Yeah.
Alright, good. Your problem. He's close.
You don't want me solving it, but okay.
He looks back over.
Wolf gives.
Hey, as long as you behave within the rules. You're a druid who lives in a city. You gotta balance your worlds. He closes the door.
Wolf looks to Marcus and says, "Urban druid."
Draven looks at Marcus and goes, so rats, I take it, are your main wild shape?
Marcus looks at Draven and puts his arms behind his back. No, not yet. Working on it. How are those owlbears coming?
They're getting bigger and bigger each year.
Marcus nods and smiles, and he's like, they generally do. If they attack anybody, I kill them.
I don't count, right?
You don't count as an owlbear? Oh, God, I hope not.
No, as being attacked, because I tend to roughhouse with them.
If they kill you, it's, well, we'll see what happens.
I trust you would train them well enough, Draven.
There's a lock upstairs.
I taught one to fetch.
Progress.
Nice.
What did he fetch?
That is the question I wanted to ask.
Wolf walks up to Draven, looks him up and down, gives him a thumbs up and says, "Hi, my name's Wolf. Who are you?"
I'm Draven Bright. I'm no one.
"Hi, no one."
Hi, no one.
No one is killing me. Got it.
Draven grins. Not yet.
Do you
Marcus,
guys head out?
Yes. Marcus would just say, Draven, you know that we're going back to your house.
Oh, fun. I hope Roland kept it in good shape.
I hope Roland remembered he was supposed to.
Wolf gives a thumbs up and readies himself to waddle out.
Sky ready, folds her wings this time and is ready to go.
Okay.
Marcus. Okay.
So you guys head out of the guild.
Mm-hmm.
You guys begin walking down the cobblestone path. You guys at first will pass by a farm in which you see Perrin kind of waves towards you all as he's working towards the fields.
Sora waves back.
Wolf gives a thumbs up.
Draven smiles and waves. Hi, Perrin.
Draven, if I catch another one of your owlbears in my crops, I'm going to throw it at you.
There's only one owlbear. So it'd probably be the same owlbear.
Still gonna throw it at you.
Wolf leans over to Sora and points to Karen and says, "Look, his form is nice. It took me years to complete that."
It is.
Ex-farmer, thumbs up.
He thumbs up back to you.
Marcus looks over and just shakes his head, and he's like, "Okay, he's been here for like a week. How does he already have a damn farm? Never mind, screw it, Druid. Let's do it."
Pretty much.
Yep.
So, as you continue on, you guys would then come to... A lot of things are going on the island today, so we're going to make sure we incorporate all that.
Oh boy.
You then come to the arena, which is oddly empty, for once. However, the lingering smell of some allies' blood is still ripe in the air.
Marcus looks around. Who is sparring?
I don't know why, I'm suddenly hungry.
So, you then walk to your first intersection, at which point you can see the stables up in the distance.
Okay.
I'd like all of you to give me a perception check.
I'm scared.
Sorry.
Hold on. Hold on, stuff.
You said perception check?
Yes. Marcus and Sora. The owlbear is loose.
Draven?
Draven?
I didn't do it.
However, it's flanked by a number of direwolves.
Oh no.
Omen?
Oh, it's the same dire. Oh!
And there's Noman on the other side with another group of direwolves. And it looks like he's got a hunk of meat. And he's attempting to play soccer against the other team.
Against the one team? Against the one player?
No, it's Noman and some direwolves against the owlbear and some direwolves.
Draven, are you aware your owlbear is being used in some sort of recreational entertainment by Noman?
I hear he makes a good goalie.
He is back.
Do you even exercise that beast?
Come on,
Just
Jimmy,
as much as...
just point to what's going on now. See? Exercise.
No one's exercising him. What do you do?
I have him hold my feet as I do sit-ups.
Marcus, there's one other thing that you notice on a 24.
Okay.
Bryce is trying to hide in the rafters from the owlbear and all the direwolves that are loose. And he's wherever Autumn was, there's drag marks as he pulled Autumn away from the owlbears and direwolves because she was focused.
Marcus, go ahead.
She wouldn't have mind. She'd be like, oh look,
It's okay. So, you guys continue.
Marcus looks up at Bryce and he goes, "Kieran's not here."
The ape just points towards the large congregation of, animals that normally try to eat him.
So the entire stable's got it.
Well, the goats are friendly.
they still try to eat him.
For the right now, yeah.
Wolf begins to heavy breathing, and he slowly creeps towards the game.
Marcus looks over. Wolf, no. Mission?
Okay. He straightens up real quick.
So as you're walking away, Noman kicks the ball of meat by the owlbear. He puts on a shirt, then he slides it to take it off, just like in the the women's gold medal game. But you had to put one on first.
There he is. He puts on a medium shirt.
Yep, and then take it off. And so he can slide and take it off.
Apparently that was the game winner.
So, you guys walk by the camp, which has, I believe, Apollo just sitting in a tree, trancing still. Last I saw.
Probably.
Sora looks up and waves.
Who's this?
Is he asleep?
His name is Apollo. He's doing the thing that you do, Wolf.
Sleep against the tree?
Yes.
Say weird things?
gives him a thumbs up, and then like kind of climbs, shimmies up it, and puts like a pillow behind his head.
So, you guys come to your next intersection as you take a left to go towards the teleportation circle. You pass by the conjured goods, and there's a lovely pen outside. You hear the sounds of little ducks.
Sora smiles.
Walks up her feather.
But you do not see any ducks.
Draven uses beast speech and goes, "Where are your little ducks?"
We don't know, we can't see each other! Oh, my God, help us!
Wolf runs over, starts looking for the ducks.
They're
Like,
quacking even more rapidly.
Draven looks horrified. Alright, single file. I mean,
We can't see each other, enemy file!
Wolf is gonna try to pick up as many ducks as he can, if he can find any inside the pen.
Give me dexterity check, Wolf.
Oh no!
Draven tells him to run towards the big elf
You
person.
definitely get a couple of them in your arms. You can't see them.
Sorry, look! I got these invisible things!
They're quacking.
They're invisible. How can she look?
Those sound to be ducks.
Boy. It's like Cortia. I miss Cortia.
We could return.
That sounds
No.
like a really tasty treat.
Last time I heard there was fire and burning and
There is. You know you're always welcome in the grove.
Are you sure that's not the Nine Hells?
look, they match my duck floaties.
We can't see them. How can we tell they match?
I don't know.
Draven then goes, "Any of you swans?"
Me! One.
Wolf puts the ducks or whatever he's holding down, and kind of like from where he's at, tries to jump over the fence again so he doesn't, I don't know, accidentally hit one of the ducks.
Acrobatics.
Haha!
Maybe they're supposed to stay inside their pen?
He tried to put him down. He jumps over and makes it, just barely.
He was about to squish a duck, wasn't
He's about to land in his face. Not one of the ducks would have attacked him.
There's chickens, no ducks.
So,
he? Wolf, what are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
we'll be here. Bark, bark, bark,
Where's it coming from?
right in front of you.
Wolf?
He leans down and extends his hands out to see what's there.
He makes contact.
Wolf?
He picks it up. Yeah, what's up?
Are you sure that's a swan?
I don't know. The last one was attacking me in Cortia.
If it's a goose, you're kind of screwed.
Draven goes, "What are you?"
Dude, which? You mean you can't see them, Draven?
He asks it.
The one closest to you, the closest voice, I'm a chicken. Bark, 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 bark.
So, what did my friend just pick up?
Me.
Oh. Draven goes, "He picked up a chicken."
Wolf picks it up and runs with it.
Ah! You run towards the teleportation circle with it, Wolf?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
coming with me.
He's running with an invisible chicken. You feel like you're getting hit with feathers, the rest of you, as you follow behind.
I like to picture some of us have like
Go ahead.
I like to picture some of us have like invisible feathers stuck in our hair and all
Yeah.
that.
As you get outside, Wolf, you see something move. Well, it's not 20 for the party because of the magic of talking chickens, or is it cock?
Thank you.
Colin.
Thank you, Paul.
As you look as you get outside, there's definitely you see an elk, the head of an elk,
Oh God.
ridden
Oh god.
ridden by a young wizard. Who is Wolf? Why are you carrying the invisible cock around?
He looks around. There's no cock around here. This is the chicken.
Another name for it.
Wolf, he's looking right at you. Never mind. Screw it. Too easy.
I don't see a rooster.
It is definitely a rooster. Lazarus waves. The druids. Wait, hold on. He can torment a poor cock, but I can't kill a goat.
As long as you use as long as you eat it afterwards, or you use all the parts of it, then go for it.
He looks at us and goes, I cannot take I do not wish to piss those deities up. He knows
I have a question. Can he see invisibility right now?
Mm-hmm. He has it up.
I can cast it.
I'm not
He
gonna.
just starts looking and tilting his head towards you, Draven.
Draven makes small hand waves.
Sora leans over to Draven. You still have the spell up. Ask the elk what killed it.
Draven looks at the elk and goes, I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Like how about the bladed and wilted?
Are you, can you understand me?
Does not respond.
So Draven's standing there making elk noise.
Yeah, you're making elk noises. Lazarus tilts his head towards you, even more. You are, and he looks down at the elk. We should leave, and the elk slowly backs up, away from the party.
Draven, wait, no, I'm not scary.
Where'd you get the elk at?
Sorry, give the dead body to me, and he rides off.
Wolf looks at Sora.
I thought Wolf looks to Sora.
Wolf looks at Sora, and he's like, "Why?"
It prevented him from killing a goat. And this was already dead. I only wish to speak with it in order to find out who or what killed it.
He releases one hand off the chicken and gives a thumbs up.
Well, but you start to feel your other hand get pulled around like it's trying to fly away. The rest of it looks like Wolf's waving way too hard.
Sora waves back, confused.
I know. I said hi. Why are you waving?
I believe you can let the chicken return to reverence.
But it's cool. It's invisible. I can't see it, but I think it's there.
Maybe, perhaps if you asked Reverence nicely, she will let you come visit it after we come back.
Mr. Cockle's number 3. Okay.
I'm gonna Eldritch Sight so I could see if the chicken is still there.
Hold on. How do you have Eldritch Sight?
Isn't that detect magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the detect magic one.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, you see like an orb of energy in Will's hands trying to fly, like move around.
That's
you wouldn't
a
see something inside. You wouldn't see the chicken. You'd see the magic around the area.
Muscari just marvels at its beauty since it doesn't look like a chicken.
Be free, Mr. Cluckle's number 3. And he lets go of the chicken.
It starts flying away. And then falling.
I don't know.
And then flying again, because that's how chickens fly.
Wolf looks at Sora and says, I don't know which way it went, but hopefully it goes back home.
Lucas just looks over at him and goes, "You let an invisible chicken loose on the island."
Draven shouts after it, "Go home!"
Life finds a way.
Back to business.
Staying inside the teleportation circle.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so you guys open the door. Everyone's sitting inside. And, it smiles up you. Well, where to?
Marcus just looks at him and says, "Looks like we're going near the Grinn Woods and near Draven's house, which is near Hillcrest, if I remember correctly, Draven."
You tend to get lost in the woods there. Bright Manor, if you have it.
Tilts his head. Yeah, no. But Roland told me he wanted you to go to a specific location. So, I'm sure you guys will be fine.
Sure. Before Draven steps on
Where are we
the...
headed?
Somewhere special to Marcus, apparently.
Oh! She glances to Marcus. And...
Marcus's eyes go wide. I don't know if they can go there.
Roland didn't know either, so we'll find out.
Draven's already halfway telling Lila to go home, watch the house. Don't follow. Stay.
Roll me a persuasion check. Draven.
Boys, Wolf looks to you and says, "Do you have an invisible dog?"
Yeah, kind of agrees with you and notes, knowing you and Marcus having talked and knowing each other, knowing what position you're probably going to. She definitely agrees.
He sighs in relief.
Marcus looks at the party. I think we're going to the Temple of Rolfang.
So, you all get on the teleportation circle?
Yeah. Oh, well, Draven goes, will there be animals? Is there going to be animals? Will there be lots of animals?
You're asking if at a temple to a nature god there will be animals.
Yeah, because most temples I've been to are boring. Or try to throw holy water at me.
There will more than likely be animals.
That's a free shower, sir. She says as she gets on the teleportation circle as well.
I do not suppose any of you worship Rilifay?
Marcus raises his hand. Let's see how this goes.
So, Gibbon walks over again to the cabinet that comes out. He finds the item he was told to grab and begins to cast teleport on all of you. Going through, the arcane energy leaving his hands, lighting up, almost carving sigils, one by one, repeatedly into the stone. As the arcane light builds up, there is a pop, and you guys find yourself in a nice, deep forest. In just about kind of this time, sunset is coming. As you all live in this kind of like a shaded portion. Marcus, you kind of recognize where you are immediately. You're a little ways out of the temple.
Okay, about how far? Like
probably 30.
Half a day's travel.
Roland gave you like a 30-minute hike, far enough away from the grounds that you should be safe if someone was coming, but not like, hey, we're here.
That's fair. He looks at the party and he says, right, you need to, we need to be careful. They don't like non-followers generally going to a temple.
Last I heard, this was a sign of a nature god.
Last you heard was what?
This is going to be difficult.
Well, with all due respect, that's our job, is difficult. But they need to know what's coming, and we need to see what we can do.
Alright, so you guys are kind of in this little blind area. What is the marching order? And Marcus, are you going like main path? Are you going like a back path? What are you doing?
We would go main path if anything. At least that'd be my suggestion. Like we wouldn't sneak up on them.
I'm home, by the way.
Welcome to home.
Welcome home, Spirits.
Yeah, Peppers is always soft when he talks to himself. Peppers, when
sorry.
you're talking to everyone, speak up. Broadcast your voice.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
There we go. Go ahead.
Draven straight away goes, so where exactly are we?
Marcus looks around. He goes about 30 minutes away from the temple, real thing.
No, he pulls out a map. I mean, where? He takes out a piece of paper, an ink pen. I'm going to be writing all this down.
Marcus takes a deep breath, and it's like, I don't know if I can tell you the exact location of it. It's about 3 days. It's 3 days from Hillcrest, if that helps.
He looks at the original map and starts to try guess. He's like, really, I don't care about the temple. I'm more interested about what creatures I see where. I like to keep track of where I see what creatures,
Okay.
so I can study their movements.
Well, we are in your home, which is in the Grinn Woods. Close, I imagine.
Yeah. Marcus looks at the map. He goes about right here. He points.
He marks it and he starts to look around and go, okay, I'm ready to go.
Sora looks to Marcus. I assume, since we're close to the temple, you would like us to visit it first. And then we can search for the rest of the areas.
Marcus nods. They would probably know what's in this woods and all that better than any of us would. No offense, Draven.
Oh, I don't even know what's in the woods. I wasn't in my house long enough to go out and study the forest.
Marcus looks down right. He flexes his hand a little bit. And
Draven puts a hand on his back and smiles.
Marcus
Wolf
looks
offers him a a floaty.
Thank you. Marcus will take the floaty.
Squeeze it.
I'm not going to squeeze the floaty.
Squeeze it.
Marcus looks at Sora. When did we bring Elliot? He squeezes the floaty.
It squeaks. Yeah. It squeaks and he gives a thumbs up.
Viva!
Hey, Vivo.
Oh,
So Marcus is, I can get us in the back way, but probably the main entrance is where we need to go because I don't want to sneak up on these.
Okay.
Alright, so Marcus, you're out in front, I take it?
Yes. Yes.
Who's behind Marcus?
Draven would go behind Marcus.
Okay, who's third?
Sora.
Who's fourth?
Oh. Wolf.
And Mascari's bringing up the caboose.
guess so.
So Marcus, you step out of the blind on towards the path.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so as you're walking through the woods and you guys are approaching the main path, give me some perceptions if you want, or investigations. Tell me what you're looking at and for.
Marcus is looking to the trees.
Okay.
Draven's just sorry after you.
Everyone may make, and I'll go through. Everyone can make one sort of investigation, perception, or other such roll to try and gain information as you approach. Marcus, you were looking towards the trees. There's bark missing. There's damage. Looks like scuffles may have taken place.
Marcus points us out to the party. This shouldn't be happening. Close to the temple. I hope not. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Draven.
He's quite simple in the end. He's studying the fauna and the bugs and
Very similar to what you had outside your house, except it seems a little bit more rich. Like the growth here is better.
Take note of that.
Sora.
Sora is keeping an ear out to see if she hears the sound of oncoming horsemen or, like, people in chainmail. Soldiers.
So any soldier people, okay. Yeah, you listen good through the natural sounds, which definitely are loud here. You don't seem to see anyone, or sorry, hear anyone in chainmail. Certainly don't see anyone. Mascari.
Searching for any abnormal structures such as traps, just in case, because someone said something about owlbears. I mean, not owlbears, clawed.
Owlbears!
Oh,
yes.
God!
You don't seem to see any traps along the main track at all. You also have 10 retweets, so everyone has advantage.
Thank you!
Thank you.
And Wolf.
Thank you.
Hi.
Your perception, what were you looking for?
Any more undead animals?
You scan heavily. And there's a small pond. And an undead fish looks at you and then disappears.
Wolf squints and quickly pulls out a torch, and he whispers, "Die, fishy, die."
Marcus, Wolf has just lit a torch in the middle of the forest.
Marcus looks at him and goes, "No."
No, he pulled out
No.
a torch. He didn't light it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Marcus goes, "You can't see in the dark."
It's not even dark
No.
yet.
It's not dark. He just looks at him and says, "There's an undead fishy that follows me everywhere."
Oh, I've got oh.
Sora raises an eyebrow.
Did you ever try tree mortar?
I see dead things.
I see dead fish.
Is it like
My apologies, Wolf.
that's Jared's like, is it a freshwater fish, saltwater, big, small, what kind of fish?
Instead of a potion bottle, the one that I used some crazy lady's potion to revive and apparently turned it evil and undead, and I killed it with fire.
Please don't do that here.
The Penrith War scarred me more than the Knolls did.
Draven's just opened up another
Sora
page.
puts a hand on your shoulder. It's all right, Wolf. I do not know if I would mention that here, though.
The Scary questions the senator silently.
So Marcus, how bad are you looking at watching Wolf in that torch as he stares at the pond? Are you waiting for that match to come out?
I am.
Okay, excellent. Make me a dexterity save.
Okay.
And Mascari, you're at the back of the other one. Make me a dexterity save.
Oh, jeez. My weakness. Dexterity. There we go.
You had advantage, by the way, Marcus.
Thank you.
Using your alert in there.
Yep.
So Marcus, you don't go all the way to the ground because you catch it at the last second, meeting the DC.
Mhm.
One of these scarred trees clubs you right across the chest and sends you kind of tumbling. Mascari, you are grabbed by a tree that starts to back into the forest.
Help!
Draven takes.
We are in narrative turn order. Okay, so those that you guys, they get, one of them had their actions, so now you guys can say one thing. It's a narrative turn order.
Excuse me, why are you taking our friend?
That's a little loud. That's a little loud. So, Sora, you look out, calling out, and you see a few more of these trees start moving towards you all. They do not seem to respond. You know they understand what you're saying, because you've dealt with Trents before.
Mm-hmm.
These are Trents, not awakened trees.
Sora relays this information, because she has met a Jib.
Well,
Jib's awakened.
She met both. Because she met Treebeard, who is a Trent.
Yep.
And then she met Jib, who's in Awakened Tree. So she definitely knows the difference. High five, Sora. Knowledge.
High five, Sora. Knowledge.
Alright, who wants to go next? Sora called out.
Wolf. He just says, I don't care if you're Treebeard's cousins, don't take our friend. And he's gonna reach for his hook shot to go after Mascari so she doesn't go too far.
Okay, so you grab your hook shot. Who are you shooting your hook shot at? The Trent or Mascari?
The Trent, not Mascari.
I was running trying to pull it away.
Haven't you shot one of Pepper's characters before with the hook shot?
Yeah, in the back end it got stuck and lodged, and I had to go get my hook shot repaired.
And
The character was fine.
Alright, roll your hook shot.
The hook shot.
Wait for a net 1.
No,
You crippled
So
the
you
last
shoot the
character.
I did. Don't say that.
20, yeah, your hook shot gets into one of the branches. It just kind of just looks towards you.
And I'm gonna hold on, and looks to Sora and says, "I'll be right back."
Well, wait.
Athletics, if I recall, to hold on.
Yeah, we'll obviously to go do-do-do-do-do, and is up on its shoulder. Oh, that's why. I played the wrong one, that's why I saw that.
He just yells out, "I've got you now!"
So, that's Wolf. Who's going next?
Draven will kind of close his book, put it in his bag, and conjure his rapier,
Okay.
and look towards Sora and be like, "The trees are kidnapping people."
That's your turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I also want to point out fiendish resistance is bludgeoning, just in
Okay.
case.
So that will take us to, I believe, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus is going to call out in Druidic to him. Wait, stop. Why are you taking him? Or her. Sorry. Her.
Give me a persuasion check. Second person to try and talk to them. And talking
Okay.
in a specific language.
Okay.
You steer one stream over. Allies of evil.
In Druidic, right?
Says in Druidic, yes.
And Sora heard this?
Sora would have definitely heard it as well.
Okay. Marcus goes back. We're not an ally of evil. We're trying to help.
And they will respond on their turn. It was now Mascari's turn again. Mascari! You're getting the biggest tree hug ever. If you're a druid, you literally become tree hugging druid. So, continue.
Oh my god.
I don't know if that's how this works.
I'm gonna flail.
Okay. Like, free action flail, like, ah! Or flail to try and get out.
Free action flail.
Okay, you flail around, flop like a fish. That your turn?
I don't want to use any spells in an unfamiliar situation, so I think I'm gonna skip my turn. And then
Okay.
ask. No, actually, I think I'm gonna ask my teammates what's going on.
She's going, what's going on? Someone makes a reaction to like,
Wolf will. He'll say, "I'm saving you." He's on top of his shoulder.
Sora will say the trees believe that we are allies of evil, and we're trying to convince them that we are not. Please, they seem to be mistaken. Please do not hurt them.
okay. At the end of the turns, Wolf, you start going
Hi.
for a ride as this thing starts sprinting away with Mascari and you on it. Give me a dexterity save to ride on its shoulder. Otherwise, you're holding on to the hook shot being dragged on the ground behind.
Ah,
Wolf
indomitable!
slips.
Indomitable! I want to do this.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
All right. You slip, but you catch yourself on, and you're not getting dragged through the brush below as it sprints away from the party. Sora, Draven,
Yes.
dexterity saves. Draven is grabbed, and I think we can run away with Draven. Sora, you slide out as these two branches come down, and you move out of the way. Marcus,
Yes.
I need a dexterity save at the start of this. It's throwing something at you.
Of course it is.
It's rather large.
If a Trent is throwing another Trent.
Nope. So Marcus, you're unable. You just can't get out of the way. As what can only be said, as the first projectile owlbear is thrown by a Trent at you, landing on you. Whoo!
Can I use my reaction to say something?
Sure.
Ha! The tree brought you to a parent.
Marcus is like concerned about Mascari. He's like, no, don't Scar! Oh God!
I need a dex save at disadvantage as one tries to grab you.
For me?
Yeah. One used its action to throw an owlbear. I had one of them with an owlbear loaded before this all started, before I realized Draven was coming. Because I wanted to throw an owlbear. Giants get to throw rocks. In my world, Trents get to throw owlbears.
That's fair.
Yeah, at 12, Marcus, they grab, and the first thing that comes, a branch wraps right around your mouth, kind of locking it so you can't use any verbal components.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one just kind of squeezes in and moves over towards the other one. As it seems like two Trents, and the Trent that looks towards you, Sora, is kind of now putting itself between you and Marcus. As it seems to be, they're here for him. And we'll go to Sora.
Did they have their turn?
They have their turn.
Did they respond to what Sora said?
They threw an owlbear. What was your last thing you said?
She told him that we're not allies of evil.
It says, then why do you travel with it? Druidic.
Wait. She responds in Druidic. Oh, we do not. Every one of us here is a good person.
They say
Marcus and I
liars
are druids.
in unison.
How do you know?
It seems like they have their prize. They're headed up the road towards the temple, by the way.
Sora would like to give chase.
Okay. Give me an athletics, Sora.
Dang it!
The crippling weakness.
Double digits! Double digits!
Alright, let me pull out a Trent. He's gonna try and stop your pursuit. First time we had to roll something. Really.
Can I football tackle him?
So you're not gonna go for the running after. You're gonna go for the triple tackling. You can if you want.
Oh, oh, oh.
I'm gonna wait before I roll.
No, I should run after Marcus.
Yeah, right to his legs. Yeah, right to his legs.
Oh, he's a big buddy. I'm just zoomed in really, really
Yeah,
far.
we zoomed in really far because of the map size.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it really tries to escape you. Yeah, try to stop you, but you right through its legs, run after. Trench it. Wolf, you are still technically not grappled.
Yeah.
What are you doing? This one is with the others. Now you're riding outside. One kind of looks at you like, wait, what?
He's just gnawing at the wood, like, I'm gonna save her! And he's like trying to climb up to to blind this Trent with his body.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to climb.
Okay. 21.
Yeah, you get up on it and you... Now give me a strength check to hold on to its face.
Grr. I'm gonna use my advantage.
Okay.
24!
Yeah, you wrap itself around its eyes. You can't see part of its nose. And you hear it say something in Druidic.
Yeah, Wolf yells out, "Quick, run!"
It still has a holding her.
I know. He just says it, though.
Okay. Wolf. And sorry, you can see this too because you're following behind it. Marcus, your eyes can see this. Draven, as can you. You just start seeing rustling in all the branches. As an army of squirrels, hundreds upon hundreds of squirrels, begin throwing things at Wolf. In Druidic, Marcus says, "Ah! This weird one has blinded me! Please help me, friends!" And the squirrels come to its aid.
I have a question. How is Draven being held right now? Is it just as a waste?
Mouth, and yeah, you guys are completely, like, kind of in there.
I was gonna say,
your eyes can see. They're not trying to suffocate you, but they're stopping you from using purple components.
Can I still take notes on the squirrels?
Mental notes, at least.
Okay.
Wolf, we are trying to figure out what is going on. They are under the impression that Marcus is evil, and that is not true.
Why is Marcus evil? I got this guy, Sora. You take the other ones.
He's stumbling and turning wildly now.
Ow!
You can't see.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah, it's just acorn after acorn just hitting you. Sora, I need an athletics check first to see if you can outrun it. Yeah, you're keeping a good distance. So at this point, it's going to... It stops and throws its hand out, Sora. And you see two trees leaning in front of your path. Give me a dexterity save. He basically animated two trees to try and trip you. Sora, like, hurdles over them like a professional hurdler. Just continues on a running. Tail wagging behind. For all of the balance. You are basically like a lizard running on its hind legs with the tail keeping it up.
Yes.
And it's Sora right now. So you guys start seeing the outside of this temple, Marcus. What used to be almost an inviting presence. You know, very built up. You see, like, there's stone walls, Marcus, but they're not like stone walls of Silvervine, which were laid with brick and time. They're almost as if they risen them out of the earth.
Marcus's eyes go wide, and he just...
You're squeezed for your troubles. Sir, on that 18, you are kind of towards the one that Wilp is staggering, side to side, because it can't see where it's going. We'd like to try something.
Wait, is Wolf also grappling?
Yeah, Wolf's grappling the Trent that's grappling you. He's just grappling its face so it can still move.
Can I attempt to run? Like, keep running and knock the... I don't want to hurt the tree, though.
Just take its legs out, give it a leg sweep. Tackle its legs. No one's doing any damage. You're going for a shoestring tackle. You're playing professional football.
Professional tackle hug.
It is a tackle hug, technically. You're officially going to tackle hug something as an action in D&D. And after almost 2 full years, Firefly. This is history right here.
Firefly?
Did we lose her?
Hello?
Hello.
Are you going to attempt to tackle hug it?
I'm going to attempt to tackle hug it.
Alright. It's an athletics check, but because you are, always tackle hug things, I'm literally going to give you advantage. Because this is like favored action.
Okay, athletics?
Athletics at advantage. 12. You tackle hug it, but you only get one leg, and you're just sitting there being dragged as you try to get your feet under you. But you haven't officially tackle hugged it, just not brought it down.
Okay.
So Wolf's on its face. This thing's running, sort of flapping behind on one leg. It's holding onto Muscari and it's teetering all over the place.
Okay.
In Druidic, say, Zora would say, Marcus has been here before. He's friends with the people of the temple. He's not evil. Not at all.
I can't see where you're saying this from, the tree responds in Druidic.
Oh, sorry.
Marcus, you see yours stop, and you see Draven's stop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The third Trent does not stop. You see it hit the wall, flip over, Sora goes flying, Wolf goes flying, and it lands on its belly on top of Muscari. In a massive crash.
What about Muscari? Wait,
Muscari, you were just landed on by a Trent.
Could I move the stuff out of the way?
It takes a verbal component, doesn't it? Your mouth has been covered.
Oh, it has. Darn it.
Thwap! Sora, make Sora and Wolf acrobatics checks. Wolf lands the superhero landing. Whacked! Right down, 3-point superhero landing. Not even looking up, like he's, just focused, eyes closed. Sora, you get your legs under you as you run a little bit, and then you skid to a stop, eyes open next to Wolf, as you are surrounded by spears.
Wolf just says, "I did my duty, and we saved her." And then he opens his eyes. Oh,
Yeah, there's three spears right against your nose. Muscari, it hurts. It hurts a lot.
It hurts so much.
The Trent rolls off on you and just kind of grabs you up by the head.
No, not my head, please. Have some common decency.
Which you could say if your mouth wasn't full of leaves.
Sora raises her hands, says in Druidic, "Please, we don't mean you any harm. We just came to see if we could help."
Yeah, there's an older man that walks down. Green robes, looks towards you. Says nothing. Hears your words, you understand he knows. He heard your words and understood them. As the other Trents slowly take their time going over the wall. Did not expect you guys to crash over the wall, by the way. I enjoyed that one very much. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will. Jabin, you are put down in the middle of a bunch of spears with next to Sora. Muscari is put down. And you get that, some of these are clerics, some of these are paladins. Some of them are druids that are surrounding you. I want all of you, because Marcus, you're still kind of, face covered now. More attention drawn to you by the Trents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have them roll perceptions first.
Okay.
You can talk now, right?
You can. But you get the fact that if you try and cast a spell, you'll probably be stabbed repeatedly.
No. Sorry. That was random perception.
Yeah.
Draven, as soon as he's free and can talk, he smiles, goes, "Thank you for the lift! Good evening, everyone."
Everyone else can give me perceptions as well. So everyone but Marcus, because I only have one.
Okay.
Wolf whispers to Sora.
In common, Sora would say, "I told them we mean no harm."
Yeah. Wolf
I
whispers
know why
to
they're
Sora.
so defensive.
I'm just missing Sora's perception.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Draven glances over at Sora, goes, "Do you think it's me?"
Sora shakes her head.
In order of your
Marcus.
rolls, you guys notice things. It almost causes you, as you guys are trying to plead your case, to stop talking for a moment and take in the sights you're beholding. Okay? Then you can continue to speak. But it almost, what you see, almost forces you to stop speaking, just to blink and check if it's real or not. Inside these stone walls, it almost appears like a refugee camp in a war-torn country. There are people with various injuries, missing limbs, kids laid out with, what looks to be blade wounds all across them. You know, little kids looking and combing through what are probably the newest members to this camp. Looking for a mommy or daddy, calling out for brothers and sisters. Many of them look to be of Fayish in nature. You see a number of, Eldrin. You see a couple Faelings, like even young ones, walking around. You see even some, some elves. But Draven, you would immediately recognize, quicker than anyone else, there are a few warlocks, probably with Fey packs, that are here, in varying stages of barely being alive. And then there is the people that are standing around, which seem to be probably all over Lefane. Without giving investigation, I couldn't tell you if there's any others. And then there's the old man, who's slowly walking towards Marcus. And he stops and waits for the Trent. And looks over in a direction and just, with two fingers, seems to beckon someone from out back.
Marcus tries to turn his head to look to see who he's beckoning for.
Mm-hmm. What about the rest of you?
Am I still bound and gagged?
You're not bound and gagged. You are surrounded by... You basically captured, but you guys are not being held. You are able to speak, you are able to look, you're able to not be held on to. But any aggressive actions will probably get you all killed.
Okay.
As an,
Are there any creatures or people that need help? It looks like you need help.
Wolf's looking at the spears directly and whispers to Sora, says, I shouldn't have brought my floaties.
Why?
They're gonna poke him.
They will. Just do not make any aggressive actions. We need to find out what's going on. Why they believe Marcus is evil and what happened here.
Okay.
There's a man that comes out of the temple. Bow across his back. Green, leather armor, almost war paint, all across the face and through hair and beard. And he comes out with, on his hip, bow across thing, a nasty looking kind of blade. Based on what you can see from the hilt, it is definitely not ceremonial or anything else. And he slowly starts to stride towards the old man. There is one thing that the four of you will notice before Marcus does. And Marcus, you're about to put down here in a second.
Okay.
He is not wearing the same icon as anyone else. Everyone else seems to have one similar to what you've seen Marcus wear, if you've seen Marcus's. He is not wearing the same icon of Rilliphane. He's not wearing a Rilliphane icon at all. If you'd like to make religion checks, you can.
All of us?
Yeah, everyone but Marcus. Marcus will get his own here in a second. Wolf, you know immediately. The god it is too. Draven, you do too. Mascar, you don't. Sora, you do. So three of you realize this is a... It's definitely represents Shantae, but it's different. He's definitely a follower of Shantae, but this is not the normal Shantaean holy symbol. He also seems to be a ranger, if anything, which means it's not some sort of focus.
Wolf
The dragon
gets
flies
excited.
overhead.
Wolf gets excited and slowly reaches for his symbol of Shantae.
Immediately as you reach for something, like you are poked as a warning.
Wolf!
What? Ow, that hurts.
What are you doing?
He has the same symbol I have, kinda, but his is different.
Yes, the symbol of Shantae. But I don't know why. You might...
She represents agriculture and fighting of evil.
Marcus, you are, at this point, forced down upon your knees by the Trent.
Mm-hmm.
The older man who you have not met makes a phone call. What basically transpires is you see him raise his hand, and vines come wrapping out and grab both of your arms, almost kind of pulling you in place, wrapping across the back of your calves. You have only seen something of this power once before in your life.
All right, Marcus's arms get stretched out, and he looks at him and he goes, "Why are you doing this? We're here to help."
He still says nothing. The other man walks up. You see the symbol of Shantea on him. Give me a religion check, Marcus. I know.
Okay, I was making sure. I didn't remember. Okay.
You don't seem to recognize it.
Okay.
The man leans down towards you. Looks you in the face. Oh, you're gonna pay for your crimes, you son of a bitch.
Marcus looks at him and goes, "What crimes have I committed? I'm literally here to help."
He laughs, turns around. God, you're as dumb as the stories from Cortia. You really are an idiot. Thinking this ruse would fucking work. Game's up, Matthew. You die today. He pulls the blade out.
He's not Matthew.
Likely the words from a traveling companion. As a druid, you should be ashamed.
If that was Matthew, I would be ashamed, but it is not. That is his brother, Marcus.
Marcus looks at him and he goes, "I'm Marcus. I am not Matthew."
And he just kind of puts the blade against your neck. Doesn't swing, just puts her in.
Right.
A dying man will say many lies, Matthew.
Wolf will look up and say, "No, that's Marcus. Matthew usually stays indoors all the time."
Graven will shout,
Oh, stop making the DM laugh. Supposed to be Cyrus. Good, dear.
Graven will shout, please don't hurt him. He has much more family to make.
I hate you, Epi.
Looks over. The older man leans down towards you and stares directly into your eyes, and you see him grab your forehead. Marcus, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So no, it's not feeble mind. Marcus doesn't give feeble mind. It tears and hurts. It's as if the very nature inside you is being manipulated. But you maintain to keep consciousness. But something is prying into your connection with nature. How would you like to proceed? Do you fight it or do you let it go?
Just trying to find my nature?
It seems to be manipulating your connection with nature. As best you can understand from the pain and the feelings coursing through your veins.
Marcus is going to try to fight it.
I give you another Constitution save.
Okay. Okay.
You almost feel like, for a moment, your connection with nature is gone. Like everything that has driven you since you were last basically in these woods, or first in these woods, I should say, has vanished in an instant. You're kind of your vision goes blurry. You're not really able to make out anything. I'm going to give them the description, and then you can give your action.
Okay.
You see the four of you see the old man's eyes light up with like almost green, almost like the energy, whatever he's done to Marcus, is boiling over inside his own vessel. You can see almost the nature, like pure nature, just burning green from his eyes. And Marcus is screaming in pain too. Marcus, what are you doing?
Screaming in pain. I was also going to say that his eyes are open, kind of in shock and in pain. He can't look away. His eyes go from the black with the greenish tint back to a light blue as this happens. Marcus is, just screaming, "Why? I've done nothing to you. I'm not Matthew."
Draven's gonna
Leave him alone.
shout, "Leave him alone! He's a good person. He helps people. He's a hero. Stop that!"
He's been here before. Do none of you remember him?
So,
Miss Scully also shouts, "Is this how you treat a guest? He's already said the truth."
Marcus, that pulse of nature comes back. The pain subsides, the hand comes off your head. His eyes return to normal. He stands up, looks at the man, and shakes his head no, and continues to walk back inside. The vines letting you go. All of the weapons being withdrawn from the four of you.
Marcus drops to the ground.
And the blade coming away from your neck and being resheathed.
Yeah. Whenever the vines release his arms, Marcus would just fall to the ground. Kind of up on his knees and his arms on the ground.
Sora runs over to Marcus.
You all can also sense something from not the warriors, but everyone else. There was an air of tension and fear the second Marcus was put to the ground. Which you shared in because this is your friend. But to everyone else, there was an air of horror and shock. As soon as the head was shaken no and they walked away, it's like a weight was lifted off the camp.
Marcus
I'd like
is
to
just
make,
breathing heavy.
Marcus, you alright? What happened?
Epi, what'd you want to roll?
I'd like to make an Arcana check to see what's he done to my friend.
Mm-hmm. So based on you guys both working together, one on medicine and one on Arcana, I'll give you advantage, Epi.
Thank you.
Because you guys are working as a team, looking over Marcus.
13.
Sora, outside of the pain that he experienced, there's nothing physically wrong with him. His heart's a little, his heart's running faster than normal, but that's, explainable because of the pain. Outside of that, Sora, everything seems to be fine on him. Draven, there's no lingering arcane magic. The best bet you can make here was it was kind of like a modify memory or detect thoughts in nature based on the lingering kind of where the magic is, but it is definitely neither of those spells. You can make me like a follow-up intelligence if you want more for Draven.
I will.
It's almost as if they read his past with nature. The entity read his past with nature and only pulled it away or caused Marcus such pain to disable him should he be trying to lie.
Draven actually looks appalled by this. And he will try to support his friend. And just glares at the old man as he walks away.
These people seem to be desperate.
Marcus, as Sora was saying, Marcus, are you okay? He goes, such pain. Such pain.
Physically, you're fine. I don't know what they did. She looks up.
I felt my connection from nature shattered. And then back.
The other man, the second one, the one with the blade, stops on the top steps of the temple. You shouldn't have fought him. You caused yourself pain. But if you're here to help, meet us inside when you've recovered. And walks in.
What's your name?
He stops, and I go to my notes. I don't mean to minimize, I want to touch tabs. He doesn't want to give you names, Firefly. My note's closed. Give me a second. Reopens names. Goes to Grinn. And scrolls down. To there. You call me Burn. I will type it, don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you.
He nods and walks inside.
Marcus looks up first, being able to really see. He's like, "What's happened here?"
As your vision comes back to you, a large dragon flies overhead.
Oh God!
Oh, Miss Garvey looks
What
back.
color was it?
Oh boy!
It was blue.
Ooh.
I actually looked up to see what color the truck was.
Thank you.
I'm giving you accurate knowledge here. Accurate knowledge. You deserve it.
Uh-oh. How big is said blue dragon?
I would say at least a diesel, not quite a Mac. It's a smaller Mac, if anything.
Draven looks so confused by this information.
So, you start to see the sights of inside these walls.
It seems as though they are made a safe place for these people.
Marcus looks horrified. And he's like, "This wasn't what the temple was."
I'm sorry.
He points out the giant oaks that make up the temples, and he tells them about how he was here and they feasted over there, and he points out to the areas and sees like the injured children and the injured women and men, and he loses a smile.
We will find out what is going on.
I know what's going on.
We will do our best to help them.
What exactly is going on?
Marcus flexes his hand and just simply says,
I
"Matthew."
was right. It's Matthew. It was all a ruse.
It is. Changes eye colors and everything.
Sorry.
So should we head inside and find out what to do?
Are you well enough to stand?
Marcus looks and goes, "It doesn't matter if I'm well enough or not. These people are suffering more than I am."
Here's a
Draven,
tree.
look at sorry, Peppers, you go ahead.
This is truly ugly. I imagine it was once beautiful. Was her violin taken away?
No, you were in love with her.
Okay. She's gonna try to perform if the guards, are okay with that.
You're no longer deemed a threat. They thought you were with Matthew.
Oh, I'm no longer what?
They thought you were a threat because they thought you were with Matthew.
Okay, so I'm allowed to play. Okay. I'm gonna try to
Somewhere a guy screams, "Freebird!"
Thomas isn't here.
The same guy. It's the same guy every time. But no, everyone looks at Marcus and goes, I don't think I should go in there. He takes a step back.
Why?
I think even I think even being on this ground is pushing it. I'm gonna go over with the
Draven,
club
you are
members.
withholding misinformation. I expect it to be revealed when we are off these grounds.
It's more personal feelings of I don't really like temples. They give me the willies.
Marcus looks at Draven, and he puts his hand on his shoulder, and he goes, I want you to look. I want you to look at all these people, and I want you to see how they're suffering. They are giving us a chance to help them. I understand if it gives you the willies. I get that. Hell, everything about this is giving me the willies. But you have to be strong like the Oaks. We have to go. We have to find out what we can do. We need your help, Draven.
Draven makes a pained face as he carcass and goes, but what if me being there just causes more trouble for you?
Marcus looks and he smiles slightly. He goes, look at who my brother is. Look at who I look like. I'm already going to have problems to begin with. I'm with my friends. He looks at Sora and he looks at Wolf and Raven. He goes, I'm with my family. Trust me. I've known pain. These people are suffering more than I ever could.
Draven rubs the back of his neck, takes a breath, and steps closer to them.
We're not ashamed of you. I trust you're not ashamed of us.
I'm not ashamed of you guys. I'm just... Temples tend to have paladins. Paladins be a little bit, you know...
Marcus looks over and goes, don't you think they have other things to deal with? They just smited you immediately.
I'm cautious, okay?
Come on. One last time.
If I get smited, I'm coming back to haunt you, Marcus. Well, actually, you probably won't be able to. But either way, I'll figure something out.
Marcus smiles. He goes, I bet he didn't do you. Trust me, I fear nothing.
Well, that was your mistake, wasn't it?
Do we need to bring up other people?
He squints.
Let's go. Come on.
Lead the way.
Marcus goes to the building that the man was in.
As you enter, much of what the worship space was here, Marcus,
Yep.
has been reduced to just the main shrine, that kind of main altar place for Relafane. The rest inside is, part infirmary, part barracks, part war room. But as you look, everything that has been done here has been done also to make sure they're respecting Relafane. And there is, as you look through the common people, very, very few of them are actually Relafane worshippers.
Right.
The paladins seem to pretty much all be that or Shantae. See a number of Shantae paladins inside, with that same sort of odd Shantae symbol.
Marcus looks around. Marcus looks around kind of horrified. And then looks at the others, looks at Burn and approaches him, puts his arms behind his back. He goes, we're here to help. What do we need to do?
Looks up from his table. I do apologize. I had hoped you were lying through your teeth. Would have been nice to get a quick and easy victory.
Marcus smiles and is like,
So you are the banished one.
Marcus nods.
Well, at least if one of the Dawnbringer boys is willing to do the right thing, there might be a chance.
If one person stands up against him, there's a chance. I'm ending this. Matthew's not going to do this again. He's not going to continue with this. How can we help?
Number of locations. As you can see, we've turned everything into a refugee camp. Unfortunately, only so much power to send people into the Fae for safety every day. And every time we cast it, we risk being found. Tried to hide the temple as much as we can. But I'm sure at one point you mentioned visiting a temple here to your brother.
I have.
Which means he'll send his people to look for it. So if they have to burn the woods, they're pretty much willing to.
Marcus looks at Flora and he's like, I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, Marcus.
Not to state the obvious, but you have druids here who can travel from one tree to another, right?
Obviously, yes.
If you know a location with trees, and you move them from the civilians from here to that location, and then start evacuating them to the Fae in a different place, maybe an island, you won't have to worry about being caught.
We're trying to do some, but we also have to have them stable enough to be able to survive. That is easier said than done for others. So, and we're the last line of defense on the west. And there's a tribe in the Forest of Illusions that's trying to keep them out of Wild Reach at bay. We're trying to keep them from overtaking what used to be Cortia. They'll march all the way to Sheridan. They'll make it to the Celestian. If they do that, given what we hear from rumors, they'll burn the Zon Woods to the ground as a state because of the hags and that old woman there were stories of.
Irma.
Nuts.
What if we can get healers here? So you don't have to focus on healing the people.
That would help, of course.
How often do you send people through to the Feywild?
Whenever we can distract the troops and drag them far enough away that we feel safe. Usually try to do it at least once or twice a day.
How often do you see the troops?
They took over a small residence on the edge, using it as a base of operations.
Name of the residence?
He shakes his head, I don't know. Small manors. Looked like it was well taken care of.
Looks over at Draven.
Draven grits his teeth. That would have been my house. I'm not happy about that.
Well, I'm sure that they'd be glad to meet the owner. They'll probably officially tell you that he has been reclaimed in the name of King Matthew himself.
Marcus, I'm gonna need some oil and a torch.
If you burn down the forest, Draven, I can get to you.
No, I'm not gonna burn the forest. Just the house. Just the house.
Because fires never spread.
It'd be better if you retake it.
Into it.
If you can retake it, we can send people there to keep more eyes out on people trying to come into the woods from the southeast.
Marcus looks at Draven. How far is it from here?
Draven pulls out the map from earlier.
Brune tells you right away. What he's telling you. It's about a day and a half, depending on your travel.
Marcus looks at him.
Draven looks up. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, Marcus looks and he goes, looks like we're going to go retake a house. Anybody have an issue with this?
Could you repeat that?
Marcus says, looks like we're going to go retake Dragon's house. Anybody have an issue with this?
Nope.
Grinn shakes his head. Vern looks to all of you and just kind of lowers his head, actually. Marcus, your pant leg is tucked down.
Okay. He looks sober.
By a girl no more than probably about a year or two younger than Fiora.
So 10?
Elvish, yeah, about 10. About 10 years old, Elvish.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks towards you and smiles and bows her head.
Actually, the girl would be about 14. I'm sorry.
14.
So we'll say she's 10.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. He looks at her and he's like, yes. Yes, young one?
She says, I am Saxus. And I am his voice.
Whose voice?
She motions to the old man kneeling before the shrine of Rutherford. His name is Jarus. He is an ancient Fey druid, Eladrin, like me. She smiles. Kind of moving her hair, and you see kind of the more tribal markings that kind of like the arcane markings from the Eladrin, which are prominent. But, you know, here she tends to hide them. She's been told to.
Hello?
Hi, sir.
Oh, thank God. Okay, never mind. I'll watch when I get back to Rodimus.
Just, you know, Saxus is a 10-year-old Eladrin girl, and she's just approached Marcus. She just approached Marcus, and she told the second name is the name of the Eladrin ancient druid. You're up to speed.
Okay, thank you. She was going to ask Brune if there's other locations that would like to be retaken, just in case.
Yeah, he will. He bowed his head as soon as she approached, but he'll respond to you after. And she goes, he would like to apologize for the pain. You shouldn't have fought it. He just needed to make sure you weren't using any sort of magic. So he read your history with nature.
With all due respect, he could have just asked me, and instead, and I wouldn't have fought it. But when something's just trying to take nature from you, that's not my exactly.
She looks and she goes, shakes her head. He's taken a vow of silence. He cannot speak. That is why I am his voice. And with you potentially being Matthew, they would not let me outside.
Marcus nods and he goes, I understand. I appreciate not killing me immediately. However,
She smiles up towards you and begins to speak again. There was no need to kill you immediately. There was never a need to draw blood when alternative matters can be taken into account. We are druids. We are not beasts, though we can turn into them. She smiles.
Marcus nods. He looks at her and he goes, I know that Matthew's going to take these woods, and I know there's things here to protect. Old temple there with challenges and things of that nature. I know there's other significant places. We just need to know where they are to find out what to defend and where and when.
She reaches up and takes your hand. Tries to pull you to the shrine.
Okay. Marcus follows.
And she kneels down beside you. And directly in front of the shrine. Which I assume is like part of like this giant oak.
Correct.
And she takes your hands and puts them on the oak.
I will say this for a little bit of flavor for everybody else. Just above the shrine, or on the shrine itself, you see a picture of a small canary.
Small what?
Canary.
Uh,
Marcus takes out his focus, which is one of the acorns from this tree, wrapped in amber.
Yep.
And he sets it before it and places his hand on the shrine.
So I'm assuming you're spending your spell to commune in nature.
Yeah, I'll spend it. I don't have it prepped. That's the only problem. Okay,
Holy
I'll spend the
location.
spell for it. Okay.
You see, as almost if you could feel anger in the footsteps that you hear, the trampling across the woods. Then you hear pain and cries. And then you see visions of nature itself consuming many of these locations. Trees sprouting up, vines wrapping over the entrances to hide them. And you see Draven's house. Nature just tells you one thing at a time.
Marcus awakens, and he looks at everybody and says, nature's trying to protect itself. If he burns the forest, it won't do any goods, but Draven, we've got to go get your house.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the the spellcasters that I saw earlier. I need to check something with them.
Burn looks over towards you, Marcus. He'll do you no good to leave it this time. They'll all be coming back for night. Except for a few scattered patrols. You're better off to wait in the morning. Wait until we find our first group. And then launch your attack when their numbers are lower.
Marcus nods. Because I was just about to ask about troop movements and things like that from the area.
He smiles and nods. We have some extra places that you can all rest.
Marcus looks and goes, with all due respect, I'm going to be healing, and then I'll get some rest.
He says, of course.
Sort nods.
So, Draven, you head outside for everyone else. You make your way over towards the spellcasters?
The warlocks.
Yes.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
And Pepper,
Draven,
you were playing for the people, right? You definitely have livened up the mood with your performance. There's some smiles on their faces. You're basically giving them a brief respite of being away from their current situation.
Good job, Peppers.
Tenants met.
So, make your way over towards them. They kind of give you an eye up.
Draven smiles. Hello.
So they got you too, huh?
Who got me? Where?
Oh, you're not a refugee. You're lucky.
No, I'm here to help.
Nods. You get that they're nowhere on the power level of Draven. These are guys that made stupid packs, but couldn't even handle the Eldritch Blast. They might know Eldritch Blast. Very minor arcane stuff. You can just looking them over.
Draven just smiles and goes, so you don't really have much knowledge of the Eldritch arts, do you? He frowns.
I'm a baker. One says. Who knew that you could sell your soul to make the best damn bread ever? Shakes his head. There's a little arcane spark from his hand.
Everyone just pats him on the shoulder. Look, I'm sure it gets better eventually. Maybe just figure out a way to not. You need to worry about your soul being taken.
The guy says, I fit horses with iron shoes. My deal? I was dying. Wasn't ready to die.
Oh, those deals are risky. Yeah. I'm gonna he starts to back up. Yeah. Hey, what's that over there?
Give me a perception as you walk away.
Okay.
Give me an insight as well. I did this in the reverse order accidentally. One of them was definitely studying you. Neither of the ones that spoke. Just kind of stayed quiet the whole time.
Durban smiles at them, makes a small wave.
Then you backed away. So as you're outside, as Marcus and Sora and everyone else are healing, you keep looking over, intrigued. One was checking you out, and that generally to Draven means danger. That's how we survived, right?
Mm-hmm.
You keep looking out, and every so often, he's moved farther and farther away from the other warlocks. Not towards you.
Draven's
Towards
towards
darkness. Towards the shadier and shadier corner.
Draven firstly has devil sight, so there is no darkness for him.
No, but you can still see
that
he's going towards darker shades.
Draven goes,
Weird dragon.
Marcus? Marcus?
I'm healing.
Yeah, Marcus, there's a creepy warlock over there. More creepy than normal. He just vanished.
What?
He warlocks, and then he just backed away. I'm watching him slowly back away. Every time I look back, he's even further away. Then he's gone. I thought he was creepy, but now I'm more worried that
He was a spy.
he was something else. Yeah.
Marcus looks over. Go tell Burn.
Sora,
Yes, Draven?
can you create creatures that can invisibility?
Can I what?
Create creatures that can see invisibility.
Can?
I can.
Could you summon some for me, please?
Sure. You get 4, I believe, because that's their challenge rating. I think. She's trying to summon Tracer.
00 for the follow.
Thank you.
Draven uses beast speech and tells the fortressum that there's a person in the shadows, completely invisible, and I've lost track of this. I can't see him, but I need them to find him for me.
Okay. Literally could have just said it in common, because they understand it. But I like the beast speech. High five.
Oopsie.
Dedication to the role.
And sorry, you tell basically them to follow Draven's command.
Yes.
So you see 4 flying cats shoop, out and start scanning around. Burn begins to rouse some extra guards and such. As night wanders on, eventually you guys all come towards exhausting your healing abilities and any magic and just generally exhaustion from the day setting in. Are any of you helping with watch? Are you setting up your own watch?
Draven's gonna help with watch because of the increased dark vision.
I just need to watch who's doing what watch when.
So I'll do a watch.
Marcus will do the last watch. He just needs to get rest first.
Draven will sit in the middle then.
Okay. So
Let's
you
go.
guys are doing 2 hours each?
Yeah. So I'll take first.
Sora, then Mascari, then Draven, then Marcus?
Yeah, I don't know if Wolf is taking a watch.
We only need 4 of you. One of you can get
Right, but I-
this.
Okay, yeah.
It's good.
And we also haven't started speaking a while, so he probably fell asleep.
Gotcha.
No response, he probably did. So, that being said, Sora, as you walk around with the guards on first watch, it's quiet. Tressums, you feel them disappear, because I think it's an hour.
Yeah, it's an hour.
But none had come back to report towards you.
Yes.
We hear your peppers. Your 2 hours go by as you go to wake up Mascari.
My son.
Mascari, you're on watch. Are you just walking around the outer wall? Are you doing anything else? What are you doing?
I'm casting Detect Magic and
Magic all over on the inside. You also
and
know.
looking
You
for any
also
magic
know
that the inside.
on the outside, there are some magical traps that have been set, like glyphs of warding and such.
Keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Or any spots that don't have traps.
Okay. That being said, your watch ends without any incident. You go to wake up Draven, correct? Draven, Mascari wakes you up.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Your watch just on the outer walls. What are you doing?
I'm scanning the outside, the outer walls,
Into
just
the forest, yeah.
with the increased air vision.
Give me a perception. Because you're awesome at these.
What is it? Plus 0. You know what? I'll use my nat 20
Nat 20 from where?
from the donation
Oh, yes.
at the start.
Yes. Follow with that donation.
Yes.
Thank you, Bob.
So, you begin to see movement. For anyone else. You start to hear horses' armor. You hear a few, what sounds like trees falling.
Draven, there's like a bell to ring when there's an attack, right?
Not next to you, but yeah. It's actually,
Well, I mean,
it's
it's-
outside, yeah. There is an alarm system.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't have to be next to me. I just have to Eldritch Blast it repeatedly till everyone gets up.
Yeah. You see it, it's across there.
Yeah,
We'll make
I'll
roll an
make
attack.
a break. Okay.
The loudest ring jolts all of you up from sleep as he nat 20s it. An advantage.
Nice.
Non-moving object. I was waiting to see if we could double nat one and break the alarm. Just in case.
It's Assassin's Creed all over again. Okay.
That's when he summons an Osri and starts swinging her by her tail.
As, you can feel it. The amount of people. Grinn gets up. They found us! Screams down as, everyone starts getting up, throwing armor on, grabbing weapons.
Muscari does the same.
Up and ready and put on a shield and
Marcus, Marcus, of course, casts Mage Armor and summons his weapons.
I want a hug. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a hug. I don't care. You go to bed, I get a hug. That's the deal. Come on. Turn
We
sideways.
send hugs too.
Alright, Lisa has to give me a hug on camera. Let's do this. So, Marcus, you
Night,
feel a
Melissa.
hand on your shoulder. Happy says goodnight. As does Nazi and Firefly.
Yes, we do.
hi.
So, you feel a hand on your shoulder, Marcus.
I look over.
Burn.
Okay.
No. Tell me you have
No.
enough magic.
Marcus goes, I don't. I'm spent.
4?
You would have no. You got 6 hours of rest. You
So-
technically have your spells back.
Marcus is like, I got whatever you need.
Sora would not have it. Neither would Mascari, because they had to wait till the end of Marcus's turn. He goes, take your people, go back, get reinforcements. We will hold them up as long as we can. I need a group here, and I need a group, and he points to a map. If they're assaulting us here, they would have set camp in this area. You send a group back here to help us. You send a group there, and take out their command. It's the only way we make it out of this, Marcus.
Marcus looks, he looks and he goes, I understand, but you have to get these people out of here now.
We will do what we can to hold them off so we can get as many people out as we can. But we need the reinforcements, or all of us are dead, them included.
Reinforcements. Got it.
Marcus nods.
Draven has probably hopped down and got over to you guys by now.
You see him pull this blade out. Puts it back as pulls out the bow. He rips the necklace off his chest and puts it in your chest. Take this to the High Temple. Tell them we need everyone.
Which High Temple of Lilithane?
You see
Shantae!
it's a symbol of
Gotcha.
Shantae.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He goes, ask for Clissa.
Clissa.
Clissa Sunderland. Do you understand me?
Ask for Clissa Sunderland. Yes.
He goes, get your people and go quick, Marcus. Time is of the essence. And he runs outside.
Draven shouts, can we bring a few of the women and children with us when we leave?
He's not going to say no to that. The old druid comes towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And he just puts his hand on her back and pushes her towards you.
The girl?
Hmm?
Sunderland? Look. Is that...
What's up?
Texas?
She pushes Saxus towards you, yes.
No, I meant the Clissa Sunderland in that High Temple?
That
She's
is
the lady
Shantae.
we met. Yeah.
Okay. I just couldn't remember the last name of Sunderland. I'm sorry.
Hello.
She smiles and waves to you. Druid? Not Druid.
Little druid?
She smiles. As soon as Marcus, you kind of nod and knowing he wants you to take her with you.
Mm-hmm.
He walks out and just both hands kind of go almost calm on either side. The two of you immediately shivers down your spines as you can just start feeling eruptions in the earth as trees, and you hear screams in the distance. As he's Grinn armying some troops from Silverburn.
Sora holds in a tear as memories are brought up.
Marcus looks at her and goes, we've got to get out of here now. Get as many people as you can. Get as many people as you can. We're getting out of here.
Okay.
She nods. Do you have a place then to go?
Marcus nods.
Take me there first.
I really want... Marcus looks at the group and goes,
With some.
okay. Marcus looks at the group and says, we're going to the Enclave.
You can start to hear the blades. As you guys exit, you see a flaming object. Looks like twine, and basically they lit a boulder on fire. Kind of impacts it and takes out some people. You hear screams.
Sora had a reflex cast create water
Yeah, you
on
douse it. Yeah, you douse it as it goes out. It's with twine. They didn't use alchemist fire. You're lucky.
Marcus Marcus looks at him and he goes, get the people now. We're getting out of here.
Yeah, the people are basically being shuffled into the temple to hunker down as a last resort.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Let's go. Found a tree. Let's get reinforcements.
Marcus is like, we're in a tree.
Draven has a question.
It's about concentration. If you cast a spell that's concentration and then you move to another
So long as you
island,
keep
for instance,
concentration, you're fine.
Unless there is let's say in the spell that there is a
Range or
range
restriction.
that you have to stay within. Like it will say like the hound, right? It's not concentration, but if you move so far away from it, it disappears. If it says that if you move so far away, otherwise your concentration is up until you lose concentration.
the only time it says that
Just like
concentration is broken.
Be easier this way. Yeah, as long as you don't. As long as you stay in the front of the hour.
He will conjure it's just one fey creature, right?
Yes.
I'm Nasi. I apologize. I apologize so fully. He'll summon you know what? He'll summon a Yet Hound.
Okay.
Oh, what?
It's a fey creature, and he'll look at it.
The body
and
of a dog with the head of a human.
Yeah, and they only come out at night.
Oh God!
He will look at it and go,
God.
metal soldiers, go kill.
Just gone. Into it. Yep. Runs, jumps over the wall, and off it goes.
Draven then looks at Marcus and smiles.
Marcus smiles and says, "Thank you. However, this isn't getting people."
Yeah,
As
he'll start.
the first group is brought to you, the amount of people that, mind you, civilians aren't going to be as quick as everyone else and know how to go through, and they're going to be freaked out. But a small group
Sora
of
runs.
women and children are brought to you.
Okay.
You notice that all the children are female. Even it seems like the young boys are trying to pick up arrows or run water or arrows back and forth. Many
Marcus-
of them
Marcus-
being brothers and of these girls.
Right. Marcus looks at him and just like, "We're gonna get y'all somewhere safe, okay?"
They all nod, scared and huddled.
Marcus, transport via plants.
Alright, so as you all go through with about 12, we'll say, 6 seconds gives me. Technically, you get everyone, right, if they lined up perfectly. If you're trying to, power game the spell. But
Sora has people hanging off of her on her scales.
Can I offer a suggestion?
yes.
Marcus can cast this 3 times. Okay. Is there any way that we could get a group? I'll tell Mascari, go with them to the Enclave, and then do it next group and tell Wolf
You can.
to go with them, and then we'll get the last group, and it'll be the last 3 of us.
I'm sorry, I have to suggest something too, Marcus. You have a portable hole.
I do.
Just start pushing people in the portable hole.
Only
Close
two
it
would
and
fit.
jump through the portal.
Only 2 would fit.
Yep.
Well,
So,
2 wounded people.
Begins to, Marcus sends the first one with the little girl. Sorry, you come through, we'll say the first group.
Yep.
She looks around, sees the tree, and you see her walk 10 paces to another tree. And she puts her hand on it. Marcus, as you're about to cast your second one, a portal opens. You send people through it.
Yeah. The portal opens?
Yeah, and you can see her on the
Oh.
other side of the Enclave.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
And she steps through. I can do it 2 more times. And she stands there as you guys are evacuating as many people as you can.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll work in tandem for this.
Yeah. So you send one group through as your last one, and then she on her last casting, you and her with the group go through. And that is where we'll end it. And kick it over to RP. Thank you, Nasi.
Thank you,
I hope
Seth.
it was the build-up you were looking for.
It is.
So, as Vivo says, so intense. So, love you guys all. We will see you. I believe we have games tomorrow. Do we have a game tomorrow? I don't remember. I think I scheduled Dungeon tomorrow. So, you can join us on the Discord here. We will say goodbye to everyone.
Bye, Mixer.
Bye, Mixer.
Bye, guys.